Wait. They interrupted my flight for everybody to cheer on me? I paid them all. Your Lordship, members of the crew have made a request to allow them to proclaim their most profound devotion to the Lord Captain. Personally, young man. Your Highness, gracious Lord Captain, please let me speak on behalf of the whole crew and everyone, and express gratitude to you and officially, so to speak, the kind of leadership you are, or leader you are. You treat the way you treat your people is known in every corner of the expanse, from football. God, I keep saying football, to the poorest, dirtiest, most unremarkable planet. All praise your dedication to the human spirit of goodwill. Everyone wants to serve under your command, and there's no end to volunteers. So the other day, when we were clearing out the abandoned sector for the new living quarters, we found a forgotten vault, right in the bilge of the ship, literally beneath our feet. Well, it turned out the vault had some centuries-old weapons in it, and they looked a bit odd, but they're powerful for sure. The good tech priests helped them with the assembly and consecration of the weapons, and now you can strike down your enemies with even greater might. Your Lordship, apart from the weapons, the crew sent 4 findings on the bridge as a token of eternal gratitude. The most ancient mechanism, which our tech priests have dubbed as Celestium Overtorum. Alas, the machine spirit refuses to heed their rights, which makes the device more symbolic and aesthetic than practical purpose. Wish to see. Yeah. That's right. Clap or be killed. Okay. Is it in my inventory? What weapon you're talking about? Look at that staff. It's a book. How's that still on there? Because I can't get my boots because it's on Kimura. I'm not going to go back to Kimura to get my boots. All right. Looks somewhat like a sextant. Looms over the deck while the spirit of the ancient mechanism had gone silent forever. Words intricately inscribed on the frame as the source, a keen gaze sunders the darkness of bloom, and deceit reduces the corruption to ash. Okay, I don't know what that does, but awesome. Alright, so we can go here. And here. Urgent message. Enforcers have arrested a dangerous saboteur to attempt to gain entry into the bridge. This incident may be worthy of your attention. You see, both saboteurs and the circumstances of his capture are rather strange. I think it would be reasonable for Magos Pascal to take a look at him as well. What was so unusual? Thing is, Lord Captain, Saboteur most definitely is a tech priest. He found a way on board the ship and penetrated our security systems with a staggering ease. Both his ability to communicate with the machine spirits and the combat potential of his augmentations are extraordinary. Nonetheless, the enforcers managed to capture him. During the arrest, the intruder, he offered no resistance at all. Instead, he asked for the audience of the great machine spirit. When he realized that the enforcers had no idea what he was talking about, he asked to meet with you, considered necessary apprise you of the situation. This infiltration of a rogue trader ship operated by authorized Enderseer casts doubts upon my tech comrade's stability. If he is indeed my tech comrade, that is, regardless, I request permission to communicate with the captain. Very well. Don't take so long. Really dragging out the anticipation what the saboteur is going to say. Almost. Asclepius. Asclepius? That looks like it. I greet the master of the vessel's cathedral and offer my humble apologies for this unbidden intrusion. I apologize to you as well, brother. And of course, I must beg forgiveness from you, Great Spirit. It was not my intent to desecrate your temple. Why have you infiltrated my ship? My name, if it matters, is Asclepius. Formerly a computator general of the Cognizance Fleet, now a Liber Recluse, the status of Malatech. Malatechs are exiles whose ideas have not crossed the line of heresy yet, have come close to it. They are removed from the fleet structure and given them a chance to see their folly of their ways, prevent sedition spreading. Do need a waiting song. Dang it, we'll hum it. Dang it, we'll hum us a song while we wait. All of that is trivial. My past is nothing but a set of archived data. My lost status is a replacement string of a long chronicle in Cognizance Fleet. I come not as a priesthood messenger, but as a faithful disciple of the most holy Amernat. My brother once served as an Enderseer Prime on this ship. He was adherent to the school discontinuing the cycle I am. Hummus is gross. I 1000% agree with you. It has spread that far. I know that my brother perished, but before he died, he sent me a message and told a journey embarked upon Theodore von Valancius, a journey through a dimensional gate, an artifact more ancient than humanity itself, toward an unknown, or world's unknown. Blessed Amernat was with her. There upon those dark worlds, he witnessed a great miracle, the birth of a machine spirit, incalculable might. My brother believed that the spirit, when he fell aslumber within the ship like a child in a cradle, not responding to the lowly pleas. That was their purpose. That was the purpose of my pilgrimage, to reach the ship where my brother died, the ship upon whose decks were blessed by Amernat had walked, prostrate myself before the Great Spirit. Amernat traveled on the ship? Yes, he did. My brother's words on this were clear. Years ago, Amernat was part of the rogue trader Theodore's inner circle before they parted their ways. Tell me more about the journey. My knowledge is too scarce. Brothers suspected that the memory, along with the memory of all who might have known the details, had a purposely modified. Saw it as a sign the journey had to reveal a great truth, and there were those who did not wish to see that truth brought to light. All that it conveyed to me is that Theodore had reached worlds unlike any of the people the Kronos Expanse have ever seen. There she unearthed a great treasure of technology, one that Amernat had the privilege of experiencing. What do you know about the Great Spirit? There's a great miracle, the omniscience breath, meant to help us discontinue the cycle. It was born of treasure, and Amernat and Theodore discovered on the Dark Worlds. Yet, even being a glorious needs, attendants and guides. And as long as the Cognizance Fleet is racked by schism, and the brothers and sisters suffer defeats without end, There's no one to aid the spirit. That is why I came here. Does the name Nomos mean anything to you? Nothing. He has not come to know us yet. He will if you let him. We sense his words are about us in the story he has told us. You're strong, yet you let yourselves be caught? I took a vow that I would never inflict pain, physical harm on the lay people. The Omnissiah grants us the power to rule true flesh for the purpose other than damaging the frail and blind creatures that are all who have not tasted his knowledge. Okay, made my decision. As will I, and I yet plead that my brother should be shown leniency. His story initializes thought. We ask you to keep him for us. Your actions cause no harm, and I shall not harm you. You are free, and you may stay on my ship if you choose. Ironclast. I could not ask for more. All I wish is to remain in the halls and observe the reverence of the spirit's deeds. Let the cycle be discontinued. All right. So we gotta talk to Nomos. Nomos. There's a Slepius. You were in the servitor's body at Magne Assessio. How is it that you're once again in the cogitator? He is not in the cogitator or in a servitor. Cannot say where we are, but our existence is tied in existence of the ship for now. The servitor and the cogitator are only external interfaces, shells like humans, their bodies. So you're really the spirit of the ship? We do not know what we are, but the ship is not us. The ship is our cradle. We may rise from it one day. We would like that. Well, bodies are not merely shells. No, they're shells. Human existence is more than existence of its shell. This is obvious to us. There is way something more, something that shimmers and shines, for which the dark light, wicked hunger are always reaching. Alright, enough about that. Have you found your great spirit, Slepius? I found a miracle at the end of my worldly road. I never have seen and never will see anything more meaningful than the spirit of Nomos. In the face of multitude, there is nothing but the fixed values of Aranus function. I've read the databank recovered from Theodora's cache, and then you said the incident marked the beginning of Nomos. What do you mean by that? Yes, Nomos, remember. Brought us a data substance, or sustenance, and it contained a name, epitaph. We recognized it. No, not like that. The name we recognized, the place where Nomo originated. Nomos understand, realize, comprehend themselves. We have analyzed the data in which you sated us. We have recreated the sequence of events. First, there was epitaph. In the world, it was merely a case, a container, for something that we cannot name and cannot understand. Theodora and the ship have been in that place. Something was lifted from the world, a gift. A trusted priest in Crimson, who had identified himself as Amranat, comprehend the gifts raised from epitaph, and from it he created the databanks listed as a tech plate. That is not how Nomos became a being. We were not invented. We were not freed, came into being by accident. Theodora's ambition, the myriad of mechanisms of the huge ship, Amranat's mind, the inquisitiveness attempts to comprehend and extract. The dormant blight, dormant epitaph, what lies hidden in the depths, and between all we slipped in, connected, and merged like an electrical discharge between the poles. Accident, incident, that's all we are. We have no purpose, no history, almost just are. Do you know where the epitaph is? The data is gone, deleted, erased deliberately. You cannot trace did it or why. A tech blight? A terrible, a gift, but a terrible one. You could call it a weapon. Theodore coveted it. She needed it desperately. You don't know why. Well, how was Amranat involved? He desired knowledge. Theodore allowed him to explore the gifts of the epitaph, slaking? its thirst. But we know it did not bring him happiness. The footprints of his slaked thirst here followed. Blessed Amernat was involved in the birth of the spirit named Nomos. I do not believe for a moment that he could have been frightened by this miracle. It was not us he feared. He did not know us, but only suspected. His mental processes were occupied by the tech blight, which he feared he wanted to protect from it. Okay, so the ship was on Epitaph. Amarat traveled aboard it, investigating the tech blight, and Nomos was born as a result of the incident. So it was possible that no one in the crew knew the whole truth. The truth was hidden, deliberately. Your officers' memories were stolen. All the cogitators' memory banks were wiped. It took you feeding us as the truth, bit by bit, pieced us together and understand. Who has the resources, the knowledge, and the power to accomplish such a feat? It would have been beyond the capabilities of the Blessed Amernat himself, and he would never destroy knowledge. The story disturbed me. It sounded like an echo of sacrilege, whose name and the preservation of ignorance. The spirit of Nomos must be protected from the encroachments of power, tried to conceal the truth of its birth. Do you in fact have a purpose, Nomos? Then tell us, what is our purpose? How about to simply live, comprehend yourself and the world. Life does not need a purpose to justify itself. Simply live. Blessed the spirit, the great pathway and the great future lies before it. It must assist it on its way. All right. Take my leave. All right. Okay. Now can I get the footfall? Lord Captain, we're receiving a vox message from Footfall. The Inquisition has declared martial law on the station due to the threats of malice extremists. Docking will require special permission, and even most of the asteroids have been cordoned off. Root beer, yep. It is Sprecher root beer. So far, my favorite root beer I've had. It is so good. The station's custodian, the ladyship Incendia Corda, sends her a greeting and invites your lordship to disembark on the docks with a small retinue. Her enforcers will meet you there and escort to the chamber. Okay. Vigdis, sell from my heart, forget the intrusion, but I have important business with the rogue trader. Oh, Shireen, I simply wish to remind you of my numbskull crew who got themselves captured on some rival ashmags. Blabin is too occupied for the schemes, besides Incendia Corda, who has already put him in his place, which only leaves Falco. May the Ashi tear his soul to pieces. Footfall is straight ahead, and I'd rather not waste the precious sand still left in the hourglass of their lives. He threw a wrench into the works, makes my trade network fall apart like a bad assembled chrono. No income, no profits, only damages, all because my right hand is chained up on the Footfall's asteroids. How do we pay Falco a courtesy visit? I'm sure your imposing visage will loosen his tongue. Maybe, just maybe, tie the hands of my crew. Alright, let's go see what happened to your crew. Have I ever mentioned that you're the most fragrant rose bush in the entire blossoming garden of the Kronos Expanse? This is all you have to say? Apologies, Lord Captain. What will be instructions? What other options do we have? None. Dockers are reported in all of the docking gates not watched by the enforcers are locked and rigged. Very well. Let's go. Okay, so we gotta have Jay with us. With the son of a gun, that means I gotta do a level up. I can't get rid of Cassia. My gosh. Okay. Switch them out. I gotta give Cassia a level up. I should probably look up and see what's a good build for her, because I just start throwing crap on her. Okay. All right, so you're level what, 29 at the moment. Let's see. 5, 6. Start from here. I believe you're what? You're an officer, right? Yeah, you're an officer. Master tactician. I don't even know what do you... Ah, my gosh. What do you even have on? A crappy gun. And another crappy gun. Do we have better guns for you? A Desolation Blaster pistol? It's insane amount of damage. Look how that thing's huge. Beetle pistol. Alright. She has nothing on her. Just start throwing some stuff on her. If I have to use her, I have a feel we're going to be in some type of fight. Fires a single stinger pod. Yeah, we'll do that.
You jest, surely.
I do jest. Agility and Fellowship.
How about no?
Oh, it's your cape. What cape do you have?
Me? Never in 1,000 sectors.
Oh, okay. Goes there. The other ring. Okay, so you have no boots. Okay, those. You have no gloves, which I don't really have. All I got is that. Time being, we'll give you that.
You jest, surely.
Can't. Oh no, that's part of a. A ring? Looks like a headgear to me. I guess you're good for now. Alright, so for your levels here. Let's back out here for a second. What guns did I give you? Were they laser? Laser and exotic. Okay. Laser weapon expert. Suffers direct damage equal to 20% of their maximum. Gains 2 temporary wounds and 1 additional temporary wound for every 2 stacks of tactical advantage. Do that. Whenever the master tactician or their allies gain momentum, they gain 1 more. Whenever the master tactician or their allies lose momentum, they lose 1 less. All enemies hit by the master tactician have a 10% higher chance of hitting cover when shooting. Do that. More momentum's always better. Probably want some agility. What are you good at? Logic, commerce. You're really good at commerce, which I can't put any points into. You're good at xenos. Man, she's good at a lot of stuff. She is good at a lot of stuff. We'll give her Medicaid, I guess. And I don't really ever use her. I don't care that much. Whenever the master tactician reloads a weapon, all allies in a 3-cell also reload their weapons. And you gotta be close to somebody, though. Whenever the master tactician heals an ally, that ally gains 1 resolve until the end of combat. Think you have anything else that's for healing, though? Spends a tactical advantage stack on abilities. Oh yeah, we'll do that. More crit. More agility. Cost effective? Saw that, right? That was on a different thing, wasn't it? Oh, Grenadier. Yeah, that's probably a good idea, actually, with her. Have a weapon capable of burst fire. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Okay, now she's set up.